Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the Burley Man at Ornat's Ways Knives and Tool Restoration. Welcome new subscribers, old faithfuls. I've been down on my back a lot. Got a degenerative spine disease. But I'm down here again this morning. What I'm working on is some finalization file work on some knives that are way past due getting out of here. This is the Ozstats knife. I've got Dubs' file work to do. And I've got a pair of Skinners, which I've got to do file work on. These go to a gentleman at work for his son. Okay. I have to do the file work on them. About 6 knives of file work to do, and I've got everything else it's getting ready to go into the forge, setting over by the forge. Yeah, it just kind of set me back a little bit. I've got a fresh supply of stabilized knife handles that just came out. My 500 subscriber giveaway, they've been heat treated and they just need cleaned up, and I need to make pouches for them. Will Worthen, your knives are in the sheath making process right now, and I'll be working on them today, trying to get them done before, well, I want to get them done this week, so you'll have your knives being shipped out no later than the end of the week. But I'll be in touch. And some draw knives. I've got some draw knives that are sitting at the forge ready to be heat treated. Plus I got to do some handle turn. I got to turn the handles down, shape them. Can't do that but in the forge. I'm just trying to get my legs back under me, get my wind back. If you've ever had back trouble, you know what I'm talking about. It just takes sales right down. So what I'm going to do is finish up this vine pattern on this knife right here. It's getting there. I've got some facets done, but I just need to finish up some fine work on it. As you can see, there's no thorns in it yet, but there will be. What I want to do is ask y'all a favor. I always try to keep everybody on my channel involved with the channel. Well, I want to throw something out there. I want one of y'all to come up with a knife pattern, file pattern that I haven't done in a knife. I've done several, but I know there's a lot out there. I want somebody on my channel or somebody that just pops in to introduce me a knife pattern. Excuse me, a knife pattern, file pattern. After it's all said and done, I'll pick one that everybody will get a chance to vote on. And the winner, I'm going to put on a custom knife. Probably it's going to be a real nice, either a really, really, really nice Skinner or a dagger, something like that. I'll do file work on. But I'll put that file work that the community thinks the most of on a knife, custom knife, and then I'm going to raffle it, or not raffle it, but just give it away at Tazapalooza. It might be a raffle, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I've pretty much made up my mind that I'm not going to make a bunch of money on it. It's not why I'm doing it. I just want to do it to keep everybody involved in the channel. But I'll be giving it away. Basically, how I do that, yes, to be determined. We've got a lot of young people out there hungry for information. I've been in contact with a couple. And yeah, they're hungry. We need to help them. You know, get out there and make time for them. You know, we can't keep all that knowledge that we have to ourselves. It don't do nobody no good. Don't worry, ain't nobody wanting to take your job. You X-hafters, you pros. Early man don't want that job. I got my hands full already. But I enjoy doing it. But that's basically wanted to make a little short video, give you an update on where I'm at. My back's feeling better. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. I've been sitting down too long. And it's took a lot of energy out of me. You gotta keep going. The older you get, the more you should be doing. Stressless work, you know. Because you can't just lay around, expect it to heal. I mean, you got to have rest, yeah. But I've had some good friends, Kevin, a couple other guys reach out to me. Sauls are hot. Kevin Maxim, Hopper. A lot of folks reached out to me and give me some stretching exercises. I appreciate it. I'll definitely be doing more of that. We need to, I think the older we get, the more stretching becomes very important. I'm guilty of not stretching at all, unless it's my jaws. I talk too much and I eat too much. Yeah. I think that's why Dad and Mama kicked me out when I was old enough to be kicked out. Anywho, that's what I want to do. If you don't know what a bind pattern is, I'm going to show you. If you're new to the knife making industry, I know a lot of you guys already have seen bind work. This is not done, but that's bind work. That's file work. File work. What I do is I'll take a file, several files, and I will cut a pattern in the spine of this knife, here or down here or all the way down the spine, on the back, and maybe up underneath, all the way around. Full wrap, they call it. Just think of a chainsaw with full wrap handle. I'll take files and I'll start working rough. This being a vine pattern, this is a little bit different size association. In other words, this is a bigger knife than this, okay? This is one I made. It's got glow-in-the-dark pigment in the handle. So I'd cut the lights out right now and this will glow in the dark. And that's handy because if you lose it in a tree stand or you're hunting at night, coon hunting, deer hunting, whatever you're doing, and you drop it, you can go back and find it. But this is what this will look like. Let me get you in the camera. Okay? It starts out like this, ends up like this. Yeah. See the difference? That's file work. What I want y'all to do is come up with a pattern that you'd like to see most on a knife. I'll put it on a knife and give it away at Tazapalooza. That's what I want to do. Oh. I've got a couple candidates here. These will be for sale when I get done with them. They're skinning knives, hunting knives. This is an extra, one of Pop's designs. I have to do the file work in the back. It's called a dog bone that goes in the back of these. And I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I might have one here. Yeah. There's a dog bone right there. Okay. Sorry about the shaking. Still ain't got back. Well, there's an extra. It's going to have a pattern on it. I can put that pattern on. I can put it on this knife. Entirely up to you. People say, well, that knife ain't usable. It's not practical. All this knife, it looks real fancy and all in the design, but the geometric shape of the handle is for a top thumb position. Great for caping. Or you can choke up into the second finger groove here and go from this position to that position. Chokes up on the blade more, but yet it still feels good in the hand. Okay? I'll probably end up putting a lanyard hole in this one. It's a Skinner, flat ground. That's why it has this undulating or protrusion in the top of the spine. Very cool. Has to be heat treated yet. But I've got plenty of file work room on this knife here. I can do a lot of file work here in the handle. And there'll be something on this regardless. I've got some other, I've got hundreds and hundreds of patterns. We can pick one. Y'all pick the file pattern, I'll pick the knife, and we'll put it on. I've got some axe work to do once I get excuse me, the heads and the handles in. I'll probably do a video on a couple of them. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Just trying to get back in the groove. I have a feeling here in the next week or two, most of the orders that I've got, they're going to start coming done, okay? Whether they're hunting knives, draw knives, most everything will be, my bench will be clear here in about 2 weeks. So, you'll be getting a phone call either this week or next week, because I have 3 days off this weekend. And that's going to allow me to finalize a lot of projects, because I can't work 12 hours a day when come home 8 o'clock at night and just come down here. I'm not physically able. I haven't been to work in 2.5 days now, so, and I don't go back till Thursday. Now, yet I got to go see the doctor again, so. Growing old has its disadvantages and its advantages. We'll get it. A couple shout outs, Casterman. Bob John, or John Bob, John Bob Millwright. I love you, buddy. Let's do one more. Yeah, how about Jay Ferris? Jay and his family. I love you, buddy. There's your shout outs. Love you, Hicks. Tasman. Goats. Kim and Angie. God bless y'all. Watch your top knot.